Do you need to define some events? If so, look at cloud events. Because, I always ask myself if in every event we define, we have the time that the event occurred, basically the creation time. We have the time that the event was received. We have the type of the event. We have the payload of the event. So all these appear to be similar, right? So why not define some shared or agreed upon, right? Agreed upon a contract in between many services, because we may send this event to some processing system. This can be some analytics or some logging, depending basically any system, some bath. So why not have a shared event specification? So this is exactly what Cloud Events is about. It's a specification for describing event data in a common way. Events are everywhere, yet event publishers tend to describe event differently. So we need consistency. The lack of a common way describing events means developers have to write new event handling logic for each such event. Portability. The portability and the productivity we can achieve because then multiple services can know what to expect, which event to expect. And you can even have ready-made SDKs with standard formats, standard representation of time in multiple languages: Java, Go, C#, JavaScript, Ruby, PHP, PowerShell, Rust, and Python. So Cloud Events is a specification for describing event data in a common way. Cloud Event seeks to dramatically simplify event declaration and delivery process across services and more. Cloud Events in 2024 has graduated in CNCF, which is like the common cloud foundation. And if we want to look at example of how such a cloud event looks, let's open this specification. Right, and here we'll see the shared format, which we can already guess would contain the time the event was occurred on, and so Cloud Event basically provides some specification that we can look at to see what is exactly the Cloud Events is talking about. So when we look at the version 1.0.2, and I went to the example, and in the example, I saw that it has multiple fields that you would think of given you would design some event system, right? These are fields that anyone who deals with events could probably think of, but why not use just Cloud Events and get the benefit of someone has already thought about them, given them standard name, and some systems would know to parse it. So we have the spec version, example value 1.0, which is the Cloud Event version. We have the type of the event. Basically, it's like pointing to a package. Come, GitHub pull request opened. We have the source of the event, which is which page or which source created this event. We have the subject of the event. Basically, the subject of the event is basically this Cloud Event has already provided us with the basic stack of the header of spec version, type, source, subject ID, time, extensions, comic example extension 1, extension value 2, and the content type of the event. And we have the data, the actual payload of the event. And, if there are already some systems that already know how to use this Cloud Event, then we have only gained. So this was a brief introduction into what Cloud Event is. As we see, for example, Event Track is a managed infrastructure that allows you to build event-driven architectures They support the Cloud Events, Harbor, support the Cloud Events, Goliath, support the Windows event, IBM Cloud Captain, and we have more and more sub-supports, enterprises that support these cloud events. And it's a good place to start with when designing events to flow through the internet.